here's how we can use the Pro mode on a POCO F7. So once you open the camera, it is pretty easy to find the Pro mode. It is located over here on the left side where we have different modes. And the Pro mode allows you to adjust certain parameters that can help you take a photo that will look pretty much exactly as you wish it to look like. Of course, you can still edit the photo afterwards in order to readjust it, but this can be used as a certain base that is quite crucial in photography. Before we start with these parameters, what is also quite important is, of course, these options that we have in the top right corner, because over here we can switch between 12.5 megapixels and 50 megapixels, so you can capture a photo in higher resolution by using 50 megapixels. However, you will have limited zooming options. For example, we only have the ultra wide 0.6x angle or 1x. And if you actually use the ultra wide, then you use, I believe, only 8 megapixels camera. So you can take 50 megapixels by just using 1x zoom, and that's all. We can also change the photo format. We can save it in JPG or RAW format. If you don't know what is the difference between them, essentially RAW format allows you to do more editing, more post processing, or it allows you to pretty much adjust more things compared to just JPG. If you are new to photography, you can just start with JPG. But of course, feel free to try RAW format if you have some additional tools that allow you more editing for photos. So let's start with these parameters now. On the left side, we're going to begin with the exposure. Exposure simply allows you to adjust the overall brightness of the image. It is a quick way to make your photo lighter or darker. This is the only option that is not automated. So if you decide to change something, you can only do so manually. You do not have the automatic option. Over here we have the S, which is shutter speed, and it decides how long the camera sensor is open to capture light. Slow shutter speeds let in more light, which is good, for example, for night shots, but it can blur motion. And fast speeds freeze action. Then we have ISO, which controls how sensitive the sensor is to light. A low ISO keeps your photo clear in bright light, and a higher ISO helps in low light conditions, but too high ISO can add grain or noise. Then we have white balance, which adjusts the color temperature, so whites look white and the colors look natural. Over here you can move left and right in order to make the photo look more bluish or orange-ish. And there is also the focus, which allows you to set exactly what should be sharp in your photo. We're gonna start with the macro photography, macro photo focus, and then if we move more to the right side, then we focus on bigger objects. If you scroll over here to the left, we also have Pro mode presets that are worth checking out. So essentially what you can do is you can create your own preset, so that if you customize or edit these parameters, and if you want to save them for the future, if you later on decide to go back to them, you can store them in these presets, so you don't have to set up these parameters all over again. Of course, we can also not only we can create these presets, we can also import presets and export, of course. So if you happen to get a preset from the internet or from your friends, then of course you can use them as well if they decide to share with you. And that is essentially it. Thanks for watching, leave a like and subscribe.